my face, but it has been a while, y'all. Had some cigar ash over here. Again, here I come again, y'all, with just a few thoughts and cigar. This is what I do. I haven't been on for a while. I've been on vacation. Went to visit my mom. Had an awesome time, man. Spoiled her. Came into town from my wife, which she's already met and knew. But first time we visited as a married couple. We had a great time. I'm not back. I tried this new IV water, y'all. It's an IV you put in your water, IV fluid. Try it for your water. It helps with, for me, I feel like it's helping me with my joints. Um, peach flavor is the best for me. Lemon lime got kind of like an aftertaste to me, but it's all good. Hey, here's my thoughts for the cigar, man. This is my life, man, and I am going to live it in the best way I know how. So, trying to be careful with my words, and I know everybody's been waiting for me to come on here, but I'm not. This is what I'm going to say. I am who I am. You are who you are. I respect who you are. I respect your opinions. But when I post something to my page, it's my page. It's what I want to say and how I want to say it. And when a person decides to put it in a place where others can see when it's not even really any of their concern because that's a personal feeling of mine, then I feel obliged to comment and apply to that. So therefore, I will and will not. My opinions and how I feel is how I feel. And it's on my personal page, my personal platform, my personal item. Understand this. I am going to say what I feel, when I feel, and how I feel, because that's who I am as a person. If that causes you some kind of angst, let me apologize to you, but it's not going to change because that's the way I feel, how I feel, and when I feel what I feel. So let me say that. Uh, to those of you that really know me, have been around me for a while. You know I don't mix two words too often without saying something that might not have been said or should have been said or what have you, but I said it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. My trip home was very humbling and enlightening. I got reminded of some things that I kind of put to the side growing up, but somehow it always never fails to be brought back to this full circle. And with my relationship with God, He's never going to put anything more on you than you can bear. I don't ask. I'm not concerned with how you feel or what you feel when it comes to my opinion. It's that my opinion. It bears with me. I respect how you feel. I respect what you're saying. I respect your opinion about something. I'm going to respect that. But something that's on my personal page, not anybody else's, for all you to see. And if it offends you, remove yourself from my page. Let me go ahead and give you that grace to be able to do it because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to take you off of anything. I'm not going to put you away from anything or anything of that nature. That's not going to happen as far as Tommy is concerned. Just not how I work. That's not who I am. But If your feathers got ruffled, they're gonna be ruffled. Just let it be like a duck with water and roll off your back, and you're going about your business in your daily life. As I am, have been doing, and I'm going to continue to do. Um, Nobody's perfect in any shape, form, or fashion. That the only person who walked this earth that was perfect was Christ. Um, One of the things that I try to do is not to be outwardly judgmental. And when I see it, it bothers me. In my world, there is no big eyes or little U's. I'm no better than anybody else. The janitor, the trash man, whatever it is, I'm no better than anybody else because of what I drive, where I live, and what I've done. So therefore, I cannot put my inhibitions upon you because I am living a certain way and feel like others should do or be whatever it is. I'm not going to do that to anybody. I don't do that. Not going to do it. If you're close to me and I tell you how I feel, that doesn't mean that you have to roll into what I'm feeling. And if you feel like you need to comment on what I've said, how I've portrayed it, then understand the comments that I send back to you. It's not an open air debate. It's not testing your intellectual capacity. It's not to the point to where you're saying you're cowardly or anything of those nature. This is what I feel. And I'm going to be clear about this so that you all can understand. This is just my personal opinion, and let me just say that so that it's open and out there and so you all can understand. I don't come on here and talk and joke and laugh and talk about things so that I can uh, get likes. What I share on Facebook, that's what I do. My family, my daughter, my whatchamacallit. It's not for your, really for your clap or your opinion or you to come across and even comment. I could care less whether you comment. I pay for this. I handle my Facebook. I handle it so that they can come across with my name and whatever's on my mind and all of those things like that. It's not to discourage you from doing whatever it is that you love to do because this is something I love to do. I love to come on here. I love to talk. I love to smoke my cigar. I love to put this U.S. Army flag behind me and let it fly up on the back of my head and do all of those things because that's what I like to do. Taking a moment, OG&E, if you hear somebody come out, they're fixing the ducts in the house, putting up some carbon monoxide stuff in the house, so I have the carbon monoxide things up. This is what I'm going to say to you. You have to understand who you're dealing with in the audience that you're dealing with. And my thoughts, what I say, how I say it is carefully thought out, carefully planned, carefully put out there, carefully done, whatever. So when I put it out there, it's the way I feel. It's the way that what I've experienced is what I feel like that is necessary for me to move on in my life and do my points and problems like that. Obviously, ruffling feathers with the post I put out the other day. I have zero concerns about that. Let me be clear. And it is factual. It is true. It is the way that I feel. I can't tell anybody else how to feel or what they feel or how they do it. But what I can do is speak the way that I feel. And I'm going to do that, regardless of the fact that whether it affects you, takes you somewhere. I mean, honestly, care less. If you're watching this, I'm kind of like Charles Barkley when it comes to stuff like that. You looking for a role model? Turn to Jesus, because I'm not him. There's a lot of things that you could model your life after that I've done. I feel like that is very, 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 very influential in life. But That's not for me to decide whether you can do that. You take bits and pieces from everybody that you circle yourself with. And this is the one thing that I do. For those that are close to me, like brothers, like people that follow me. If you know me, you know I'm a friend to a friend, loyal, but I'm going to tell you how I feel. That does not mean that I'm right. That does not mean that what I say or what I post is correct and factual for you. But that's your opinion. And you can post on your page all you want to. But when you, the cowardly part of life is this, that if it bothers you so much that you cannot pick up the phone and comment from a page that was on my personal page, and you take it and put it publicly in a family page, of course I'm going to comment. Be ready for those comments. Be ready for the Tommy experience when it comes back to you. And whether you feel like it's role modelish, intellectual, has an intellectual value to your character, then that is on you. What I do know is this, is that the life I made has been because of God and in all his grandchildren. And everybody who has walked this earth has had help from somebody doing something in life. And it's been for me. I can only speak for me. I can't speak for anybody else. There's been more friends and brothers and arms that I consider to be my brothers, that are not kin to me, that are not blood, that have walked that line with me and told that line with me. I appreciate those brothers. I appreciate those friends. Today I'm smoking on a Laranja. It is a Laranja Reserve. If you haven't smoked it, this is what it looks like. Good, great cigar. The old week would come over here, curse some people out. And when they gave them up what you thought and how you thought about it, but that's not who I am. Grace, God's mercy has been placed upon me and given me a new way of doing things and how to conduct myself. So I will say this, and then I'm going to jump to something else. I'm going to end this live and go live again and say this. I stand on everything that I am as a man. I stand on my family. I stand on my father, dad, a soldier, or do whatever. I stand on all of that. I know who I am. I know. I don't need anybody to tell me about it. I don't need anybody to tell me what to think, how to think, or how to deal with it, because I'm going to do it the way that I see fit, because that's what served me and that's what the ministers has blessed me to be able to do and have discernment to do. So I'm going to say this to all family, friends, acquaintances, everything. Live your life. Love your life. What you experience, I can't tell you what you experience. I can't tell you what you've been through. I can't tell you to not do something or to do something. Right? If you don't want your business to be out in the streets, or if you don't want something to come back to somebody, keep that shit to yourself. I don't know any other thing to say. Because when you go out and you publicly make a comment, you open it up to getting back to the person that you made the comment about or to, right? And for you to say that you're airing something, no, you aired it when you opened your mouth to discuss something that you have no clue, that you have no clue about. and then you want to make it about you. You want to make it about something that's dealing with you and how you experience. No, I don't give a shit what you experience. I don't care how you have experienced it. Understand this. You're not going to affect me or my happiness or my life or what I do with my children, my wife, my family, my mom, my sisters, my brothers. You are not going to affect them. But I will say this. I am going to speak my mind. Understand that. Please understand that. And it pushed to the point to where I have to become intolerable with you, then I will. And that's something that you personally have to decide whether you want that to happen or not. And then you can talk about me all you want to. You don't ever have to speak to me again in life. Understand that. Because I don't need you to. I don't need anything from you because God got me. My family's got me. My when I say family, I mean my immediate family. God has put me in a situation to live a blessed life and if he takes that away, then that's what he does. And I will be okay with it, and I will live graciously and honorably with it, and I will still praise him in the good and the bad. That's what I need y'all to understand. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you this. If you come on my page, I'm not afraid to say I'm the person that done something. When I do something, I own it. I own it. I ride in it. I do whatever. If you put it in a public place for me to discuss it, guess what? I'm going to discuss it. I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to keep moving. It's not personal. It's not vindictive. It's not a vendetta. I don't care how it makes you look, how your family looks, how my family. I don't care about all of that. What I do know is this. You can't do something and think that a person is not going to respond to it. All you cheerleaders out there, I don't give a shit whether you're cheerleading for me or not. I don't care if your pom-poms is raised, put down on the side, or doing whatever. Because one thing you cannot do is hide a person's character. And your character will always come out. And when I said specifically in my post that when you throw a rock into a pack of dogs, the one you hit always harms. The other dogs going about their business because guess what? They never realized that a rock was thrown into a pack of them. Right? I'm going to be clear. Because I don't want it to be any misconstrued or misconstrued in any kind of way. I don't want anybody speaking for me. Because I am very capable of speaking for myself. Because you have degrees, because you have 3 letters beside your name, and I have a few of those that I don't even talk about. You know what I'm saying? MBAs, BBAs, LSGs, LSS, PMs, all those kind of things. Even some soldier titles, CSM, aerosol, ring recruitment, all kind of things. I mean, I could list the names. Hell, it's even so prominent that I'm in a book for history. Located my picture. I oftentimes look at it because I feel like it's pretty amazing that somebody would catalog your life or something that you've done. But I don't put that out there. I don't boast about those type of things. And I don't do this kind of thing. So being a role model of people that our kids can look up to, what can you say if you don't know a person? If you don't know me, or you don't know what I've done, come from me. It ain't about assumption. It ain't about what you do, how you do it, how you go about it. Be clear. Because when you come from me, I'm not necessarily coming back for you, but I will speak my peace, just like I'm doing now. So I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna get off it. Just a few thoughts with my cigar. I'm gonna come back on here and I'm gonna have a moment where I'm happy, where I'm jamming, where I'm talking about something that's not related, and I'm going to move on and talk about something positive. You guys take care of yourself. Have a great day and understand that life is what it is. I think my OG and AE guys are finishing up with what they're doing. So therefore, I'm going to drop off of here, take care of my home business. Uh, I think it's Oklahoma Gas and Electric or something like that. I don't know what it is. I'll holler at y'all, man. Love you. Just remember, be safe, be gracious.